Today we're going to be checking out the RedRock LED Grille Lighting for the 2021 and newer Broncos, excluding the Raptors. This is a great option for Bronco owners looking to enhance their vehicle's front end appearance and visibility with a slick, modern LED lighting upgrade. This grille lighting kit features durable, matte black ABS plastic housings with semi-transparent white lenses and modern LED lighting. The housing is weather sealed to prevent dirt and moisture from harming the state-of-the-art electronics inside. This LED light is designed as a straightforward upgrade for your original factory grille. These lights wire directly into the vehicle using a fuse tap with no wiring or splicing required, and they operate using this nice convenient switch right here. These grille lights are constructed from high quality ABS plastic, ensuring durability and resistance to the elements. This nice matte black finish provides a slick, modern look that complements the Bronco's rugged design, and the semi-transparent white lenses allow the LED lights to shine brightly, enhancing the visibility and the style of that grille. Now, as far as the pricing goes on this grille lighting, it's coming in right around the mid to upper 100s price range, which is a solid value for a durable, stylish lighting upgrade that enhances both the look and the functionality of your Bronco's front end. Installation on this is nice and straightforward, so we're going to rate this one a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and you can have this installed in 1 hour or less of your time. The kit includes all the necessary components such as the LED lights, the wiring harness, the fuse tap, and that mounting hardware. So now let's head on out to the shop and we can walk you through exactly how that install process goes.
For this install, you need a ratchet, 10mm socket, knife, Phillips head screwdriver, wire crimpers, and a clip removal tool. All right, today we're gonna be installing some grille lights on our Bronco, so let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is get our cover off here. So we have a bunch of push clips going across. Grab our clip removal tool and pop all those out. Now that all of our push clips are out, we're just gonna pull up on our air intake here. It simply just lifts off and lift this out of the way. To get our grille off, we just have 2 connections here. So we have our camera, just push down the tab, pull out, and then we have our washer line. Just squeeze this together and pull the washer line apart. Now grab a ratchet and a 10mm socket. We have 4 bolts going across the top of our grille. Now we can go ahead and grab our grille and release it. Release from either side first. And just pull it straight off. So now we have our grille on our table. Now we do need to modify our grille. We have to remove the Bronco logo. Now ours has already been modified. We'll show you real quick, but you have to take a knife, or I would prefer a razor blade. Just cut the back of the lettering off so that it will be able to come out through. Now ours are double side taped on. So you just got to pry it off with a trim panel removal tool. So you see on the back side here where they are all cut. Now this is where you take a knife and just trim around where the plastic would be melted around that, and they would just fall out through the other side. So like I said, ours are double side taped on. So I'm just going to get a trim tool, pop those off, but they would just simply pop off. Just go ahead and do that with the rest of the lettering. So we're going to get our lights installed now. You'll see it, they are labeled per side. Our harness is going to fit through this gap here. Now they go on identically from side to side. You're going to see some studs that line up in the holes. Just line everything up. Then we're going to flip this over and get this installed. It gets held on with a bunch of little tiny Phillips head screws that go in from the back. So you see we have this flipped over here. Here's our harness coming through. Now we're just going to get our Phillips head screws and screw these in from the back side. Now there are 5 on this side. The other side, I think there's just a couple more, just a little bit of different mount, but it does go identically. And one more here in the center. So now you can go ahead and install the light on the other side. It installs identically. There's just a couple studs here in the center here just to add a couple more screws. Next, we're going to get to installing our harness. Now there are 2 connections for our 2 lights. And we're going to run this along our grille up to our driver's side. We have some double side tape. We can put these down to help line it up and secure the wire up out of the way. So we'll get this mounted up along the side, and we can go ahead and get this grille back on and then hooked up to our battery. So we're gonna get our harness, we're gonna route it under our camera here and washer line. We're gonna start by getting these just connected together. Simply push click. Now we're just gonna start securing our harness. So we have our double-sided tape pads and our wire holder. So we'll get that on, simply just slip it in like so, and just push it on, just get it out of the way. Now you can put more on if you want to keep it a little bit more organized. We're just gonna do a little bit of a minimalistic install here, but still stay nice and clean. Like so, we're gonna keep following this along and we're gonna bring it up to on the outside of this locating stud here. So we'll just get a couple more. Just bring that just like that. Now we can go ahead and reinstall our grill. So we'll get our grill, line up our tabs, and get this secured back in place. So we have our harness here, we just have that draped over the front here. We're gonna get our bolts reinstalled across the top, and then we'll get the rest of our wiring done. So we'll do our two connectors first. We have our washer line, simply just push that back in. And then our camera. So we'll get our 4 10mm bolts, reinstall those across the top. Grab our ratchet 10mm socket, tighten these down. While we're here, we'll also reinstall our cover. Just get that lined up. A couple of tabs. And then we have our intake, which we'll just snap back into our box. We'll grab all of our push clips and reinstall them all the way across. So now we're going to hook up our wiring to our fuse box and battery. Now you'll see the switch here. This switch actually stays in your engine bay. You can either have it off or on 1 and 2. 1 is for white, 2 is for amber, or vice versa. We'll figure that out once we get hooked up. But we're just going to leave this tucked in our engine bay here. We have a positive and a negative coming off. Negative just needs to go to a ground. We can go to our stud right here on our battery. And our positive, we have a fuse tap that we're gonna hook up and tap into our fuse box. So we'll take our ratchet 10mm socket, just loosen this nut here. And we can just go ahead and shove our ground wire under and tighten that back down. Tuck the extra side, and then we'll have to deal with the positive. So we have our power wire here, we have our fuse tap. We're just gonna grab some wire crimpers and just connect this together. Crimp this down. And now we can go ahead and connect this into our fuse box. So we're gonna get our lid off. There are 3 tabs, 2 in the back here. Just push them in, lift up, and 1 on the front. So for our fuse tap here, we're gonna go to spot 139. That's our 5 amp fuse. We're gonna pull that out. I'm just gonna use my crimpers to pull that out. We're gonna plug our fuse tap in line. Now I'm gonna run it kind of like so, just because there is a little bit of an access hole to get the wire through, and then reinstall our lid. Now you could definitely make this a little bit cleaner if you want and hide that wire, but we're just gonna tuck that away. All right, so just a quick demo of how to work this. Now this does only work with your key on, doesn't function with the lights. So as you can see, I have it in the off position, switch it to 1. That'll give us our amber with a little startup sequence, and then switch it to 2, and you can go white with the same startup sequence. And that wraps up our install of our RedRock LED Grille Lighting for our 2021 and newer Bronco, excluding the Raptor. And remember, for everything Bronco, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.